Alright guys, we are back, and I'm actually going to play around with Kiora's deck today. I'm on my desktop, which is a much better recording computer, and we shouldn't get frame rate drops like that, like crazy. That shouldn't be in the deck. But we'll go ahead and keep the hand because it's fast, and I can get Sky Swallower out as fast as possible. But, good news in the Magic world today. They announced the new Chandra, which is stupid broken. Her +1 ability is deal 1 damage to target creature or player. -2 is the next time you play an instant or sorcery spell, copy it and choose new targets for it. And then the final ability is -6, deal 6 damage to each of up to target 6 creatures or players. So you can deal 6 to someone and then wipe their board, but you can't deal more than 6 to one creature. But it still kills Titans, and she costs 4 mana and comes in play with 3 loyalty counters on her, which is stupid. But you can copy cards like there's a proliferate draw 2 card for 4 mana. So it says draw 2 cards, proliferate. So you would draw 4 cards and proliferate twice, and she would never lose any counters. It's basically a -0 ability for her. Time Walk, or any card that lets you take an additional turn, is great. Play you. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play you. That's 2 basic land cards. Reveal those and put them on the battlefield tapped. So let's go green and blue. Might as well get them both, right? Then we'll cultivate again next turn, because very soon we're going to play the scary Simic Sky Swallower. But, Phantom Beast, he's a 4/5 because the target of a spell or ability is sacking. You're attacking me for 6. Ouch. I could very quickly lose. 2 of those guys are just not fun. Well, if I do this, that's going to get me 1 more land out, and I can play an additional 1 next turn. So, I might as well cultivate again, so I can get the Sky Swallower out and take this massive amount of damage that she has in store for us. And we'll play him, just so I can chump block that 4/5. And that should work pretty good for us, I think. I also did this so that I could get fewer cards in my deck, but we look pretty even now. I've had a lot of requests to do deck analysis on this, and as soon as I unlock the whole deck, I'll go through or I might actually do it after this game, depending on how much longer this one goes. Just do 3 illusion. Those illusions are going to be as big as Sky Swallower soon. And actually, Sky Swallower is not going to matter, I don't think. I actually think I lose straight up to these guys. Unless I draw something in addition to Sky Swallower, which it doesn't look like. So we'll play him, scare him a little bit, and see if we can force him into maybe backing up a little bit. But I actually think I lose. Like, straight up to illusions. I never thought I would lose to this deck. It's just too slow of a hand. This card shouldn't be in the deck. It's just that simple. But yeah, good game. Yep, good game. And yeah, we lose. So that wasn't a very long game. We'll go ahead and do the deck analysis on this guy real quick, and kind of decide what things look like and whatnot, and let me back out. But let's go ahead and go into the deck analysis. For it, I still have 4 cards to unlock, which is Mind Control, the Inkwell Leviathan, Ulamog, and Rite of Replication. These are all 4 good cards, and they're going to be in the deck. But first things first, we're going to get that out. These are the cards I have removed from the deck. Yes, this is a good card, but it's not amazing. I would rather have big creatures or Mana Excel. These are okay, but they're 3/3s for 4 mana. Not really worth it. These guys are cool. They're 3/3 flyers for 4 mana, but still not really worth it. Treasure Hunt should probably be in there. I'm probably going to take out some of the Mana Excel later for it. But right now I feel like I've got the better cards. This is awful. Awful for this deck. You do not want to let your opponent put lands onto the battlefield. This is you saying, have a free turn and grab as many lands as I feel I need. So you go for 4, they're going to go for 4, and they're going to untap with 4 more lands than they had last turn. Not a good situation to be in. And these are just, they're chump blockers. So I'm probably going to get rid of the last one of those. Probably going to get rid of one of the lesser Mana Excels, probably the Cultivate. Probably to get rid of one Cultivate, because this one's a lot better. 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped. And these guys I'll probably get rid of. Search your library for a basic land, put it in the battlefield tapped. In place of maybe the Cultivates, but these are really good. Those are good. Those are good. Primeval Titan's obviously good. But you want to have a whole lot of really high mana cost cards in the deck so that you can always cast your bombs and you have a good chance of polymorphing into your bombs, because like right now, you know, you've just got little creatures. I mean, I have as many little creatures as I do big creatures, so I'm going to polymorph into those more than often than not. But probably going to get rid of, like I said, probably get rid of these 2 guys in place of those. So we'll bring in these 2. Get rid of... You want to keep Mana Excel, you want to keep card draw. We're going to get rid of this little guy, put in Ulamog, and then I would probably actually get rid of... maybe him. Maybe you have too many big cards. I mean, this is essentially a free big card. Maybe even more. So I'd probably get rid of him just because he's only good. He's only really good if you have a whole bunch of creatures out. Or a whole bunch of cards in a graveyard. Or in a library. And since this deck doesn't mill, I mean, you really have to super excel yourself to get to the point where he's really, really good. I mean, he's great in the draft, but not really in the scenario we need. But so those are the 4 cards I would take out and put in, I think. But anyway, we'll go ahead and play another game or 2, and I'll be back in just a minute.